everybody, and welcome to my channel of Saranormal. This is a channel where we talk about paranormal things, as I'm sure you've seen in the title down below, and if you follow me on my previous channel, you're already well versed. So anyway, as you can also see in the title down below, I have discovered a very random, out of the blue, crazy EVP that I came across, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought it was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of freaked me out when I discovered it. I was totally caught off guard. To be completely honest, what happened was I was going through my old videos list because I noticed on my channel of yinyangsara I had made over 100 videos, I think it was. I was like, well, you know, I don't want to hit that 100 video mark just yet because a lot of those videos, there are some that aren't public, and there are some that just never made it past a certain amount of views. So I went through my list, and I was just deleting a bunch of videos. I was just going through, like, I was seeing how many views it had, how old it was, and determining whether or not to delete it. Honestly, that's what I was doing. I came across one video where I noticed where I went from having my old pink hair to having my black hair. I was like, oh yeah, that's when this and that happened. Yeah, let me watch that. So I was like, I wanted to see what I had to say in that old video because it was also on a whole nother webcam in my house and everything. I was watching it, going through it and everything, and all of a sudden I heard something, and I was like, whoa, was that just me? So I dragged it back, listened to it again, and I heard, it's like, the hell is that? My first thought was that it was a glitch. I thought about it and I was like, okay, it's quite possibility that it's a glitch because it was on my dad's webcam in the living room. He uses it to Skype with my sister in Australia a lot. I don't really know how well it works for him, if he gets any glitches or whatnot with it anyway. As of right now, I'm gonna determine it as a glitch. Went back, turned up the volume, listened to it again. It was a definite not a glitch. It was definitely like a voice, like a whisper. And it was very prominent too. And I was like, okay, was I home alone when I recorded this? And I had to think about it. And I was like, no, I wasn't. I was not home alone. I was in the living room with my mother. There were no kids. My kids were off with their dads. I thought about it again. I was like, okay, my mother was sitting next to me because the computers are next to each other in the living room. My mother has her computer, my dad has his. She knew that I was recording. I talked to her. I remember very clearly. I talked to her beforehand, and I asked her, I said, okay, I'm going to be recording, so if you could please not say anything or make any noise while I record, just so I can get this done and over with and uploaded. And I remember she was saying, yeah, don't worry, I won't say a word. And she didn't. I remember the entire time I recorded, she didn't say a word. She didn't do anything. She was very quiet. I don't even think she typed. I think she just, was scrolling through Facebook newsfeed the entire time I was recording. I was like, okay, so there's really no explanation to this whisper. I got like all nervous and excited, and I listened to it like 6 more times just to confirm that it was a whisper, and it didn't even sound like my mother. Even if she did maybe breathe something, it couldn't have been her because it didn't even sound like her. I was going nuts. I was like, I've never, ever in my life accidentally come across an EMF. Every time whenever I've come across an EMF, it's because I'm purposely going through surveilling my evidence that I had, previously recorded something for a purpose EVP session. I was like really just thrilled. I was like, this is so cool. It was in the living room. It was loud. It was at my dad's computer. And I was just like, this is pretty cool. So I posted it on my personal Facebook. I was like, oh my God, there's an EVP on one of my videos. Oh. My wonderful cousin Alan, which I gotta give him a shout out. Alan, if you're watching, thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. You're the best cousin in the world. He took the liberty of double checking the EVP for me. He downloaded it onto his computer, just the audio file of it. He stretched it, volumized it, everything. He listened to it very closely, and he was like, yeah, no, that's definitely an EVP. He said it was agreeing with me, like, you know, I'm not going to say what. I want you guys to determine for yourselves. But he left it as that it sounded like it was agreeing with what I was saying. When I actually heard it, I heard something else. I don't really know what it is exactly saying, because I haven't been able to download it myself and really go through the audio file or anything. But I also gave it to another friend of mine. They actually said something different, but they did agree that it was an EVP. They heard something different than what my cousin or myself heard. So I'm leaving it up to you guys. In the description down below, I have the link to that video, and I want you to fast forward it to 48 seconds into the video. Now this is going to be quite a bit before the actual EVP, and the reason is because I want you to listen to hear the audio for itself, and then just as you listen to it, see where the EVP is yourself. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you hear? I'm not going to tell you guys what I hear. I'm not going to tell you guys what my cousin said he heard, and I'm not going to tell you what my friend said he heard. I'm going to leave it to you guys. I'm going to let you determine what you heard, and you tell me in the comments down below. I really want to share this with you guys. As soon as I heard it, I was like, I have to post this to my Sarah Normal channel. I have to share this with all these new subscribers. They were going to go nuts for it. So I thought of you guys, and I really wanted to share it with you. So please share with me what you heard in that video. I gotta figure out a sign off for this channel. I love you guys so much. Always remember that normal is overrated. So do you. I love you guys so much. Bye.